It was Memorial Day, and we were headed over to the bees' house for a Memorial Day party. However, back at our bees, it looked like they were going to have a party too. I sure hoped that by the time I got home that evening, they wouldn't be having a party in a tree somewhere. Well, it was time to see what the commotion was about. Last time we inspected the hive, we had found what we believed to be a virgin queen. We just hadn't seen her laying anything yet, so I really wanted to see if we had any larvae or brood, or maybe even capped brood.
I see capped brood. I see larvae. I see larvae in just about all stages.
We found larvae, we found capped brood, and by the time we got to about the third frame, we also found something else, eggs, and along with eggs, another little surprise.
There's queen cell.
What I was actually finding were queen cups, as compared to fully developed queen cells.
You guys thinking of swarming again?
You can find queen cups in a perfectly happy hive. It's only when they're laid in and they start getting developed into queen cells that you have to worry. Turns out I had another surprise in store for me on the next frame. A very pleasant surprise indeed.
I see a queen. There she is. There she is. Where'd she go? There is our queen. She's a nice fat juicy one, and she's laying lots of eggs. So I'm very, very happy about that.
At this point, I had seen what I needed to see. It was just a matter of checking some of the other frames to see what was going on.
Oh my, that's a heavy comb. Oh, good Lord.
Well, these little girls were pigs. They were loading up on nectar and all the sugar water from the jar.
Guys, it's time to move up into the next super. My God, that's a heavy comb.
It was time for them to start making use of the super that I'd added, and they weren't going to get any more sugar water. They certainly were good at storing things up. I did find a few more queen cups. I'll correct myself, they're not cells until they're developed, and these weren't. But more than anything, there was a lot of sugar water and a lot of nectar stored up, to the point where the frames really would not fit together correctly without damaging some of the cells. It was very difficult to get the frames back into the hive. They were just too wide.
Let's do this.
My greatest fear when things are this tight a fit is that you will crush a bee, and of course that bee might be the queen bee. So you really take care to make sure that nobody gets squished. But what do? I mean, you could cut the comb out and drain the nectar all over the place. They wouldn't be too happy about that. You just have to try to do the best you can. Time to put a pollen patty in this one and lock it all up. It was time for a fast look inside the swarm hive, just to make sure that everything was going okay.
That's a good sign. The pollen patty's being eaten.
What I wanted to see is some eggs that were laid and some larvae developing. It'd be nice to see some capped brood, but it was probably a little too early for anything to be capped. Once the brood is capped, you'll be able to tell whether it's worker brood or whether it's drone brood. Obviously, we're hoping that it's worker brood.
This is larva in development. Nectar, pollen, and eggs. And larva.
I had seen what I had needed to see for the day, and I still wanted to leave these guys alone to develop. Disturbing them always sets a hive back.
But we want to see brood that's capped that can be identified as worker brood. But the eggs look centered in the cells, and there is larvae of multiple stages, so we have to wait another 4 or 5 days.
What this hive needed was a little drawn comb, and I had a plan. So the plan was we had 3 hives, a packed hive, a hive that was queenless, and our swarm hive. So to build them up, we were going to move some of the eggs from our packed hive over to our queenless hive, and then take a frame of drawn foundation and move that to the swarm hive.
You do want to smoke them before you take the top off. They're pissy enough right now. I ain't seen nothing yet.
Wow.
Capped brood, but I want to see eggs.
Is this honey?
That's honey. I see a queen cell. Is there anything in it?
There's white shit in it. Yeah,
There's white shit in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's good. We'll use this frame.
Use that. All right. Oh my God. Do you see this, Kelvin?
Did I back away now?
No, you're okay. They're just staying right here.
We know we have to pull the bar out yet, but
Here's the
they don't want to come off. Come on, girls.
This is the heavy one, right?
Oh, it's heavy.
What do you
Don't
guys
drop
do
it.
with the honey?
You don't right now, but
There's still a few bees on it.
I'm going to
Okay, need the frame back.
step back.
no, you're okay so far. They're not going anywhere yet.
There's a
I
blank
have
frame.
nothing on
Had a queen cell on
They
this
don't
one.
seem all that happy. It
It's
is a
open.
queen.
It's open. But was there a queen in it? Did they kill the queen? Or do we have a virgin queen in the hive? Resources. This frame. If they have a queen, they will not do anything with this frame other than use the resources. If they don't have a queen, they'll probably raise one.
Oh my God, this is cray-cray. Calvin, do you see this? It's okay, babe. They're not coming at you.
I heard one near me.
All right, you're okay then.
There's one around my feet and stepping back.
If they start buzzing you, then walk away. Okay, doing and all that.
You're all right, buddy.
They're not all happy. So now you now have the resources to make a queen if need be. These guys are growing. That's good. Bounce off of it. Put that back in storage. These guys, as far as I know, honey and pollen and all that, and lots of room to lay eggs. Guys, last chance to get off of this because it's going into storage. I don't want to lose any of you guys to. You feel safe there? You feel safe there? Good. Okay, we have achieved all of our objectives just that fast. And on a day like today,
That's good.
fast is good.